Hello everyone and welcome to your Wrestling Roundup. My name is Davey Wall. So this is a review of last night's Friday Night SmackDown. I know my hair's a bit of a mess, but just had a lazy day today. I just finished playing Angry Birds on my phone, so I just thought I'd do a video. I know it's afternoon here. Wherever you are in the world, it might be either nighttime, morning, wherever it is. So, yeah, I'm still having to do me videos with just me hands. You know, I haven't got my tripod, but yeah, it was a really good opening to SmackDown. We had Stephanie McMahon and we had Vince McMahon. The set looked great. It looked different to Raw. It was absolutely amazing. And then we come down to it. We come down and see Becky Lynch. And then she cuts a great promo. And then gets interrupted by Baron Corbin. Or King Corbin. Whatever you want to call him. He comes down. Interrupts Becky. They go back and forth. Before he gets into the ring, The Rock comes out. The Rock comes down. He does his stuff. He cuts a great promo on Baron Corbin. He's like a cracker, Burger King type guy, and I thought that was hilarious. And they called him like a disease type thing. I'm not going to be going to any details, but you know, but it was hilarious. It was great. We had that. We also had we had a champion. Well, we were meant to have a champion versus champion match. Sorry, the camera's a bit all over the place because I am doing it with my hands, beautiful hands. Yeah, it's just, we had champion versus champion. We also had Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston. We had the Lumberjack match. Sorry, this is just my phone because I do a lot of videos on my phone. It's not an actual camera. There's a camera on my phone that I actually do the videos. So you'll hear a lot throughout those videos, and I apologise for that. That's just the breaks. Those are the breaks. So what I'm going to do, I am going to highlight the things that I can remember, highlight the things that what I've seen and what I've watched and what interests me. And if you want to, you compare what you liked about SmackDown down in the comment section down below. That'd be great. I'd like to hear your thoughts as well as mine. Thank you for the people who have subscribed to this channel. It means a lot to me, and hopefully the channel will grow and grow and grow. Anyway, back to SmackDown. Yeah, we had segments throughout the night. We had at one point I was surprised that there was no Renee Young. There was Corey Graves and Michael Cole. They've moved to SmackDown. And I found this strange because in the draft, they can be drafted back to Raw, and them three can be drafted to SmackDown. But I reckon they're going to be the permanent homes. So it's the new home on Fox for use in the US and Canada. For over here in the UK, it's on the same channel that SmackDown's going to be on. And if it does change, we'll just look at the schedule. And tomorrow night, I will be doing a review video on All Elite Wrestling, which is good, because I've watched Double or Nothing, and I didn't watch their other pay-per-views, but I will try and look back on them if they get a network, just like WWE does. So I'll move swiftly on. We have a match between Shinsuke Nakamura and and Seth Rollins. We'll get to that in a bit. But what interests me was the ladder match between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. Now, this match starts off really well. You know, the old introduction, the best in the world. Excuse me. I've just had my dinner, so I'm a wee bit gassy. And then Kevin Owens storms up the ramp, knocks him down. The match begins, fighting outside the ring for a little bit, spills into the ring. The match is really going well. They're both taking it to each other. There was at one point in the match where he lined up the ladder in the corner, Kevin Owens. He went for a coast to coast, knocks him out, and then puts him at another point in the match where he gets him on the announce table, and does this like his flying elbow through the table, and until eventually Kevin Owens sets up a ladder on the outside. He does this earlier in the match, and obviously during the commercial break or the ad breaks, whichever, lays him out, goes up to the top of the corner, does the frog splash through the ladder. But you think that's all over as he descends to climb the ladder. Steel chair shot to the ankle, steel chair shot to the back, steel chair shot to the chest, to the neck, and then he went into the coast to coast. You know, good, all good stuff, all good, like little back and forth. Shane got up there, Kevin Owens got up there. I'm not going to go into full details of the match because I don't want to bore you. I'm nitpicking, as they say. I know my hair's a mess, but you know, I'm here to talk about wrestling, and I'll sort my head out another day. I loved the match. It was great. And my favourite bit, it finally happened. After all this time, I can't really remember how Shane gets knocked out and out of the match. I'll have to watch it back. Go down to the comment section below to tell me exactly what happened. If not, I'll look it up myself. Yeah, he gets knocked out by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens descends, grabs the briefcase, grabs the microphone, does the old Vince, you're fired. He's gone from television now. Finally gone from television. So we won't see Shane McMahon on television. He'll just be backstage doing what he does best backstage. So we'll get into Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. So yeah, they get into like a good 5-10 minute match. And then all of a sudden, it was back, it was forth. Shinsuke Nakamura went for the Kinshasa, moves out the way, and then he does the suicide. Eventually, I'm skipping parts of the match, so eventually it gets to a certain point in the match where Shinsuke Nakamura is on the outside. Seth Rollins does the suicide dive in front of the Fox executive, because they were people in the suit in the front row, all wearing suits. Obviously, because they're on Fox now, they want to see how the new SmackDown is getting on, how the product fares with them. I didn't really see much of their faces, but hopefully they were pretty happy with the show, because with the crowd's reaction, then that will be a good step towards the future. Yeah, we have an odd 8-man tag team match. We have not our very own, but we have the Gypsy King was at ringside as like legends and Hall of Famers like Kurt Angle, Mark Henry, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Goldberg. And we had, as I said before, the Gypsy King, Titus Fury. He was out there, loving the match, and it was at one point in the match, there was an 8-man tag. I think it was Heavy Machinery, The Miz and Braun Strowman, because the rest of the SmackDown locker room were in the lumberjack match. So yeah, the rest of the evening, the rest of the match was yeah. I'll get to that match in a minute. Yeah, it was really good. It was an odd 8-man tag. There was no build. There was no announcement for it. You know, it was a bit thrown together. It was like, okay. It's a good match. They obviously intentions, because at some point in the match, excuse me, I was really gassy. Oh, I mean, it was really gassy. I apologise. Yeah, just at one point in the match, they go over to Titus Fury. Sorry, yeah, I've got his name wrong. Anyway, they go over to Fury. And then he pushes, Braun Strowman pushes Dolph Ziggler into Fury. And he does the old boxing pose. They both do the boxing pose, have a laugh of it. And they start hitting him. He bails over the barricade to get at Braun Strowman. But that's a big no-no in wrestling. But obviously that's all part of a storyline building between Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury. Yeah. Finally got his name right now. So yeah, hopefully that'll build to Survivor Series or another match on the card for Hell in a Cell. Whichever. We get the eyes on Hell in a Cell. Bigs up that pay-per-view. Yeah, and then I'll talk about the team of Braun Strowman, Heavy Machinery and The Miz. They win the match with a running power slam by Braun. Sorry, I'm getting really excited and really confused, but it's really interesting to see those 8 guys move swiftly on to the lumberjack match between Eric Rowan and Roman Reigns. And as the match goes on, as Roman Reigns goes to the outside, the obvious thing happens. They get beat up, throw them back in the ring. Non-commentary, they said, "Oh, that's not the lumberjack's job. It's the job for them to throw them back in the ring and not touch it." It happens in every lumberjack match that I've seen over the years. And by the way, Daniel Bryan is on commentary. He's talking about his soon-to-be tag team partner this Sunday at Hell in a Cell against the team of Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, which is going to be interesting. And speaking of him, he comes down to the match. He goes for the Iron Claw. I'm not sure if they win or not. I'll still... Tell me in the comment section down below who won the match. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, and it's just that there's so much that went on. It's just all bubbling in my mind. And I've been tired. And I'm a wee bit tired. I know I get tired, but, it's just one of them things. It is what it is. Yeah, and then we'll move on to the main event, which was Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston. It was a really short match, a really surprising matchup, but there was a surprising twist at the end, which everyone who's on here who watched it live, everyone knows what happened. I'll tell you about that in a sec. Yeah, and then we got Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston, and earlier on in the night, Kofi Kingston saying, "Well, I'm going to beat Brock Lesnar. I've always been the underdog in the match. I'll always come on top. I'll always win, no matter what." Just before I go back into the Brock Lesnar and Kofi Kingston match, I'll explain a little bit about the Firefly Funhouse. I'm gonna put that towards the end of the video because I know I don't have it in the specific order that the night went on. I'm just like pointing out the things that really stuck out at me. And I know Natalya had a match. I know Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair against the Hug and Boss Connection. You know, the original 4 horsewomen with Charlotte Flair picking up the win. Anyway, they're the things. I will get better at explaining them. It's just my memory's not as good as others, so I don't have notes. I can't spell, so there's a little bit of me. It's all off memory. This is rarely like raw materials. Like, I don't write things down. Even if I do, probably spelled them wrong anyway. So what I'll do next time, I'll try my best to write things down, match by match, and who's on and who won and what have you. Pardon me, going back to Kofi Kingston and Brock Lesnar, we have a match between them. We have, as I explained before in the promo with Kofi Kingston, he said he's the underdog in this match. He's not going to be put down by Brock Lesnar. He's going to win. They head to Paul Heyman. He said this is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. You know, he's been his usual Paul Heyman self. He's amazing on the mic. He's really boosting Brock Lesnar up. He really understands why it's important for this match, and he just really he knocks it out the park every time with his promos. Basically, it's a spoiler. Brock Lesnar's gonna do what he normally does with everyone. This is my take on it. It's not exactly what Paul Heyman said, but it's basically what Paul Heyman says all the time. He's gonna dominate and become your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE champion. So what that will entail is, comes to the main event, the bell rings, Kofi Kingston starts attacking Brock Lesnar, he lifts him up, gives him F5, 1, 2, 3, rings the bell. Your new and reigning, defending WWE undisputed, well, not undisputed, your reigning, defending WWE heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar. You know, things like that. Lesnar's celebrating. Rey Mysterio music hits. Everyone pops for Mysterio. And who comes down to the ring? It's Cain Velasquez. Now, for those who you don't know who he is a former UFC heavyweight champion. Sorry if I didn't pronounce his name right. Cain Velasquez? I think that's how you say it. He comes down the ring with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's got an arm. He's got a sling in his arm. And, he goes at it with Brock with a double leg takedown. Throwing lefts and rights to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's got his arms up. He rolls out of the ring. And everyone's chanting, holy, holy. You know, they're chanting that. And, really shocking, really great for WWE. It's not the first time they've had a mixed martial artist in wrestling or in WWE, you know. It's a common relationship, really. So yeah, it's really good to see Cain Velasquez in the WWE making his WWE debut on SmackDown. So yeah, it's good to see Rey Mysterio. It was great to see Velasquez on the show. it was great to see Tyson Fury as well. You know, my views on Tyson Fury's have changed over the years. But I'll be honest, I didn't really. He wasn't my cup of tea. I'm sugarcoating it because I respect the guy a lot for what he went through and what he has been through. I respect him a lot because he's amazing. He's done a lot of charity work after he's recovered from drugs, etc. Big props to him because at first I wasn't really keen on him and I didn't really like him. It was just, I don't know, maybe it was because of his attitude. Until I saw like the change in him, I gained more respect for him. You know, I like watching boxing and I like mixed martial arts as well. So it's not the first time that a boxer has been on WWE television. We all remember the match between Big Show and Mayweather. So yeah, that went down. Yeah, I didn't like that match because obviously Big Show lost, but he's a boxer who's in the wrestler's world, and I don't know if he's had any wrestling experience. It's different with Tyson Fury because, you know, he's a big wrestling fan. He was, but Mayweather was just there for the payoff. That's my opinion. That's only my opinion. And with Tyson, you can see all of his photos that my brother showed me, and it was amazing. You know, he gave a lot for people for mental health. You know, so that's good in my books because, you know, it's a nice thing to do. It's nice to be nice, as they say. So yeah, it's amazing that Cain Velasquez is here in WWE. He'll do well in WWE. He'll be like a duck to water, as they say. You know, look at the likes of Ken Shamrock, who's a former Intercontinental Champion. You had Ronda Rousey, former Raw Women's Champion. You know, Dan Zadran, when he came to WWE, I don't know if he won a championship or not. You can tell me down in the comment section below. But it's not the first time we've had someone from the mixed martial arts world to go into WWE. It's really good that they've had that relationship. I don't know how long they've had the relationship for, but it seems like for a very long time. So hopefully, SmackDown was Raw was great. SmackDown was a little bit better. But I'm looking forward to AEW because they filmed it the same time. They filmed it on a Wednesday, a similar time to NXT, which was on USA, and we don't get USA over here. We'll probably just have to watch it all on the network, on the USA. They should really put it on Sky, you know, over here, just like they used to, and go to AEW. Have got a good relationship with ITV because they got ITV box office. We're going to go to ITV box office for the pay-per-views, ITV4 for the All Elite Wrestling, and the weekly show that they're doing on ITV4. So it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really good. It's going to be interesting to see where they go with this. I can't wait to watch AEW tomorrow. I'll do a little review on that. And so, yeah, this has been your Wrestling Roundup. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down at the bottom. Tell me how you feel. And yeah, hope you all have a great day, night, afternoon, no matter what time it is in the world. Hope you all have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.